going on? How's everyone doing?
Shout out to Colin. Everybody else who's cool with Colin.
Chucky, I didn't say.
Get your popcorn and your Coca-Cola and relax.
Anyway, tell Colin I'm ready.
What's going on? This is Colin. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Hope everyone's well. Hope everyone had a great morning. Hope you guys have a great night. I will be going live later, only a premiere. Hope you guys enjoy it. First video, guy fires his attorney. Attorney's pretty frustrated over it. It's kind of fun. Second guy's just a weirdo. You'll see. You'll see. All right, before I hit that play button, you already know what to do. Hit the like and subscribe. Do your jump kick backflips. Let's go.
How are we proceeding here this morning?
Your Honor, I was discharged by Mr. Demopoulos, I believe it was last week.
Hang on, we just lost him. We gotta get him back in here. Were you retained or appointed on this?
No, I'm appointed.
Okay. All right. Let's give him a second to reconnect.
I mean, when Mr. Demopoulos gets back in here, I will indicate. I mean, there is a possible resolution on the table. I'm not sure.
He's coming in now.
Sorry, Your Honor, it booted me.
All right, you're back here now. We're still on the record. So, Mr. Gross, if you just repeat again, it sounds like there's been a breakdown between yourself and your client.
That is my understanding, Your Honor. I believe that, again, I was discharged from Mr. Demopoulos' representation last week.
When you say discharge, that's Mr. Demopoulos' instruction? I mean, I don't see anything in the court file that we discharged anything, so.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Demopoulos, your intention then is to retain your own attorney, or what's your intention here?
Well, as of right now, I'm going to move forward pro se,
On felony charges?
just until I can retain an attorney.
All right, so you're asking for more time then to seek out retained counsel?
Yes, Your Honor, because when I was with Mr. Gross,
that's okay. I mean, if there's a breakdown, I don't really need to hear the specifics on
Okay.
either side, and I don't want to get anything that would jeopardize your pending case. So,
Yes.
Mr. Gross has indicated that there's a breakdown. The court's, that happens. And if your intention is to retain counsel, I'll give you some time to do that.
Well, and Your Honor, I think I will just place on the record at this juncture, I guess, to Mr. Demopoulos in his capacity process that we are willing to dismiss the count and allow Mr. Demopoulos to plead guilty to a misdemeanor count of use of a controlled substance. Now, if Mr. Demopoulos wishes to retain an attorney, I think it probably makes sense to evaluate that offer with an attorney. If that's the path that he wishes to, which I think that's probably the best way to go forward, frankly. So I will put that on the record. And I suppose I'll leave it to Mr. Demopoulos to make a decision about how he wants to proceed.
So this is how you understand that offer, Mr. Demopoulos?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm gonna allow the withdrawal of Mr. Gross. I'm gonna allow that to occur here. I'm not yet okay with Mr. Demopoulos to proceed pro se throughout the pendency of this case. We can have that discussion at our next PCC. But if you're representing to the court right now that your intention is to retain counsel, I'll give you some time to do that.
And Your Honor, may I put something on the record too when I get a chance?
Yeah, I'll let you address the court in a second, but
Oh, please do. Please talk. Please talk.
my question to you is, how much time are you asking to look into retaining a counsel? 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What do you need?
Well, right now I need 4 because I'm still trying to get the discovery myself. I've asked my lawyer about it. I've sent a letter in the mail, request to reduce to reproduction, and I have got no response. And they denied it from the chief of police. It was a FOIA request they sent back.
Okay, so let me address Mr. Hodge here. Mr. Hodge, your office typically sends discovery out electronically. Has that been done in this case?
That has, Your Honor. We've tendered all available discovery to Mr. Gross.
Okay, so that occurs outside of the police department. Mr. Hodge works for the county prosecutor and obtains discovery in his own methods and then distributes it from there. Mr. Gross, were you in receipt of the discovery? I assume you received it.
I am.
Yes, Judge.
All right. So then I would just add, do you have Mr. Demopolis's email address, Mr. Gross?
Yes, Judge.
All right. I just asked then that as kind of your last act here as his attorney that you forward that if you haven't already. You may have already done so.
Your Honor, I can't forward it. Okay, given the file sizes of the video, I can't email it. The sizes are too large, and I can't forward it. I tried to offer solution to Mr. Demopolis, and he couldn't take me up on those, and I couldn't take Mr. Demopolis up on his requests.
Okay, I understand. Yes, Mr. Hodge?
I would say, I mean, I know that in the past we have shared discovery with pro se defendants. I probably would just need to talk to my supervisor about that before I do that, but I believe that could be a solution if in the interim.
And just for the record too, Mr. Hodge, I hope you might recall that I did send an email to you about discovery and perhaps obtaining physical discovery. And
yeah, I mean, that's not something that our office does. We don't burn things onto flash drives.
Anyone else get the idea that this defense attorney is a little frustrated? He got fired, right? I understand. He got fired, though. He's like, I don't want to do anything for this guy.
That's what I was offering, because I have no way to represent myself properly without the evidence against me.
Well, again, we're not to the point yet of that occurring. Your representation to the court is that you're going to retain your own counsel. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Well, at this juncture, I mean, I think that if Mr. Demopolis wants to retain counsel, he should do that. And then we can talk about whatever the best way is for Mr. Demopolis to be able to view the video discovery that he wants. Because, I mean, this is, I'll say, I mean, we've had this system of distributing digital discovery for a couple of years now. And, it seems to work for the majority of cases. So
if anything, it's more convenient, I mean, it's not less convenient, it's more convenient for most parties. Mr. Demopolis, I think what needs to happen here is I'll give you 4 weeks, and when you do retain counsel, that person reaches out to Mr. Hodge and he'll immediately send that discovery.
Well, could I come pick it up myself so that way I can see it for myself too?
There's no physical version of it. It's all electronic. There's nothing to pick up.
Could I get it? Why couldn't I come and get it electronically, Your Honor? Or send to me?
Well, Mr. Hodge has said that he can look into that. My concern for you, Mr. Demopolis, is that if you have a direct line of contact with the prosecuting authority on your case, there's dangers with that. You're
I agree.
Protected with having an attorney be the go-between there, someone who went to law school and understands the risks of communications between a charged party and the prosecuting authority. And if you're contacting and communicating with Mr. Hodge, you put at risk the constitutional protections you have to remain silent and not incriminate yourself.
Okay, all I wanted was just the discovery. And how would he go about getting it?
Who's that?
My attorney that I retained.
In the same way that Mr. Gross did. He'll file an appearance with the court, make a request, and he'll get it within a day or so. I'm sure it happens quickly, Mr. Hodge. Am I wrong there?
No, it's really within a matter of.
Anyone else find this a little strange? The guy's pro se right now, so he's technically defending himself. Why can't he get the discovery? If he fills out the proper forms, why can't the prosecutor give him discovery? I don't really like this. I don't understand why they're not giving it to him. I understand the defense attorney, he's annoyed and doesn't want to figure out how to drop it in a Google Drive so he doesn't have to email it. But Why isn't the prosecutor giving it to him?
Hours, possibly days. We'll get it as soon as we get a request.
All
And
right.
Your Honor, does that include all the video and audio and everything?
If they request it, yes.
Okay, Your Honor.
All right. So the court's going to adjourn the PCC for 4 weeks. I'm releasing Mr. Gross at this time. And the court is prepared to appoint another counsel at the next PCC if you do not have retained counsel at that time, because your case needs to move forward. And we'll go from there. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything else from either Mr. Gross or Mr. Hodge?
Nothing further from me, Your Honor.
Nothing
right.
for Mr. Gross, Your Honor.
Mr. Gross, I just asked that you submit a withdrawal order, or an order that reflects that I granted your withdrawal from the case.
Understood, Your Honor. I just, for clarity purposes, I was discharged.
I mean, I understand your point, and you can certainly put that in the order. I think with regards to the court rule at issue here, it's a withdrawal, is it not? I mean, it's a motion to withdraw based upon a breakdown of the attorney-client relationship in which you were discharged. So you can
Noted, Your Honor.
You can label it that way, but the court rule, I think, just is what it is. So
noted.
Okay. All right. So that's how we'll proceed. We'll send out notice, Mr. Demopoulos. I encourage you to get going as quickly as you can on finding new counsel, and we'll go from there.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Take care. Mr. Gross, I'll see you in a little bit, huh?
Yes, Judge.
All right.
All right, that was fun. All right, next one. Next one, we got a weirdo. All right. I don't know what's going on with this guy, but yeah, it's fun. All right, let's go.
Okay. On the record in state of Michigan versus Douglas Jackson, 2400543FY, 2400541FY.
Good morning, Your Honor. Assistant Prosecuting Attorney Melanie Smith on behalf of the people.
Good morning, Your Honor. Dwayne Silverland from the Office of Public Defender on behalf of Douglas James Jackson, who I see is appearing on screen.
And are you Douglas Jackson on the video?
Yes.
Thank you. Today's the date for probable cause conference. Preliminary exam in these matters are set for next week. But counsel, you've informed me Mr. Jackson now has another file that you want to try and keep these all together.
That's correct, Your Honor. He was arraigned yesterday on file 24-590FY in the 54A District Court. It looks like possibly just due to some type of clerical error that it was reassigned to a different judge. We are seeking to have that case brought back before Your Honor and to hold all 3 preliminary examinations on the same date and time. The victims on one of the cases before Your Honor today and the victim on this 3rd case that we're asking to be moved are one and the same. They occurred in very close proximity to each other time-wise. All of the witnesses would be similar. So it's the people's request that we could hold those preliminary examinations on the same date and time as to avoid having to call in witnesses on multiple occasions.
Okay, Mr. Silverthorne?
I need to confirm briefly with Mr. Jackson. Mr. Jackson, is my preference to consult. I'm not sure if you're just having a nervous tick or you're shaking your head no.
I was having
what I'm recommending is that we consolidate everything so that I can go out and talk to you about all 3 cases because they are so closely related.
Yeah,
plus, I don't have discovery on one of them. Pardon?
Yeah. I need you to come talk to me as soon as possible.
Yes. So can we move the preliminary examination so that all 3 cases can be brought at the same date?
I need it as soon as possible, like tomorrow. Yes.
That's fine, but you didn't answer my question.
I said yes. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
So,
yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. We heard you that time. All right. I'm going to find good cause to adjourn these to consolidate, keep for judicial economy and keep the cases together. Once those are placed back on my docket, we should know what day the prelim and probable cause conference will be, so, Ms. Giesinger, can you tell me what I should put for dates and times on these?
Yes. I'm just looking to see. Or if we do the PCC for the other one on the 22nd, we can do the 28th for everything.
For the exam,
Yes.
right? These are all gonna be on for PCC and exam at the same time, is what I'm saying. So they should all have PCC for March 22nd.
Yep.
What time?
We can do 9 a.m.
9 a.m. And then March 28, you say?
I hate to be difficult. If there's any way on the 28th, we could do sometime after 12 p.m. I am signed up to do, to present a training that morning. So if you have afternoon, that would be great. If not, I can.
Prelims are in the afternoon
Oh,
on that day.
perfect. Thank you so much.
I got a doctor's appointment on the 28th. I need it to be like sooner. Can it be sooner?
No, I'm sorry. We don't have, the morning is being dedicated to probable cause conferences that day due to the holiday on the 29th.
I thought the holiday was the 30th.
Well, Good Friday is the 29th, Easter's the 30th.
All right, I'm gonna let it play out. You guys are all awesome. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Do your jumping backflips. I'll see y'all tonight. Bye.
Yeah, I don't celebrate Good Friday. Sorry.
I know,
was
but
trying
it's
to
a
be like-
government holiday and it's in the court rules that we're closed that day, so I'm not allowed to hold court that day.
Okay, so can we do it like the 21st or the 13th or tomorrow?
Mr.
No,
Jackson, I'll be out to see you Monday. Today is a Friday. I'll be out to see you Monday. We will talk extensively about everything, okay? Monday.
So if you don't come and see me Monday, then what?
I will see you Monday.
You said you was
Absolutely.
gonna see me before this and I didn't see you.
Because you picked up another case and I wanted to wait and get discovery on that. And sir, this conversation needs to end at this point, and it should be a private conversation between me and you.
So what time you gonna see me Monday?
Don't know, sometime Monday.
Mr. Silverthorne, you have other hearings in the court this morning.
Pardon?
Do you have other hearings in the court this morning?
Not until this afternoon, yeah.
Did you want a breakout room now?
That's fine.
Okay.
I can find a place and get my computer. Would you like a breakout room?
I can arrange a private conversation with Mr. Silverthorne right now if you'd like.
Is that gonna speed my court process up?
No, I've set your dates for the 22nd and 28th, but he's offering to talk to you right now because you're asking when do you get to speak to him. So I'm saying we can arrange that for you right now if you want.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I would appreciate that very much.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the private room. He's gonna join you there in a couple minutes. He's just got to log in on his computer.
Are we all set for the record, Your Honor?
You are.
Thank you,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much.
Thank you, ma'am.